welcome back to another episode of my Genshin Impact playthrough. Last time we found a little creepy person, like, sound. And now we're gonna find monuments. Oh, there's one. Okay. Take it out. This looks something you can break. Let me out, please. Oh. I don't know if I want to go down there. We'll go down there if I can't find anything. Oh, there's one. Okay.
Scatter! Germinate! No, my sword! By royal don't be scared! Propagate!
Or
witness the power of Gua! Oz revealed! Yeah! You play! You're up! Wings of darkness! Come! Sever night from day!
Down. No. Down. Jeez.
Propagate!
Alright, cool. Can't find anything else, I guess we'll go down there. I don't want to go down there, but we have no option. I guess we'll go down there. Maybe there's actual one in the hospital. Huh. Oh, I know it's up here. Oh, no, it's right here. Never mind. Come here.
Scatter! Get no, my sword! By royal decree.
Oh, yeah.
Stay put!
Oh my gosh.
Scatter!
Alright, I'll go do that in a sec. I don't want to see what's down here. Oh, well, what did I do? Where am I? I'm actually kind of scared. Hold up. Is there teleportation down here? Okay.
Propagate!
I don't want to go down here anymore. Maybe not. Can I get back up? Nope. Alright then. Cool, we'll just teleport back. Alright, where am I going? Jeez. Directions are so bad. This way, travel this way. Okay, much better. Don't get stuck on a tree.
Like land.
No. least we figured out what was down there. Oh no, I'll go back there later. Alright, there we go. I still have a key. Okay, wonderful. Patient 23 mole. This far will be difficult. Don't give up. Balanced diet. Just not feed them the rest of the week? What? This is... Case of emergency, contact physician, Monday. Why is the name blanked out? All these seem to end on Wednesday, so I can be very concerned. Oh, I'm scared.
Look! There's someone over... Good idea. Let's approach...
Although... Looks like blood on the floor.
Wait. You're...
He can't speak, and his eyes are unfocused. Also, why is he...
Didn't expect to see him.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away. For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with some...
Loaded with people?
That is one possibility. It looks like they were in a hurry. The symptoms are identical.
Huh?
Allow me to jog your memory. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Damn it, Kai.
Oh!
Correct. The academia is behind. It isn't difficult to deduce their rationale.
First, the academia spread a false rumor of King Deshret's resurrection,
Emphasizing these rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into it, as well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends. This scheme has one further advantage to the academia.
Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since King Deshret's death all those years ago.
Beneath the surface, feelings of many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking,
Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of King Desh.
the notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. But
Hey.
there's still one very important question.
Throughout this process, one thing first, they were scholars. Then they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource?
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
With the technology of the Sumeru Academia, it's entirely possible.
That's creepy.
Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no...
So, the human brain...
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine... Or perhaps, his curiosity got the better of him.
Hyman's a little confused.
The look on your face tells me you've realized the answer. That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the However, I can't. The academia is going out of their way to look for. I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the
I'm trying to turn
contents
the
of the
Validator
divine
into a
knowledge
god.
capsule.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your...
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The academia's, whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. This matter needs to...
Wait! Didn't you step in to help because you felt...
Not to be callous, but no. There is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of...
Probably not.
You can say that. Simply put, the divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That...
Hyman's been wanting to say this for a while.
Though I must say, uniqueness is also an asset, is it not?
Wow, that's a great way to...
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. He won't last long if we leave him here. We'll work out our next step after...
Well, we're taking somebody back. I want to look. See if there's anything else here. I wonder... Was... They mentioned Kale was in a hospital. Was it this one? I don't know. I don't know. Poor Kale. Poor guy. Poor everybody. Alright, gonna meet back up with them. Kill them, everything.
We're back!
You must be tired.
What's the situation?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless...
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar hospital...
Yep, pretty much.
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village.
We may have a mole in our midst. One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the academia.
Oh?
Huh? Our...
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Oh no!
Wait, what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference.
So what you're saying is... Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one I'll hate.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory. Simply put, the academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precaution if you want to raise a vicious wolf? You need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have every so often comes a Nyagarbaha day. On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, and—
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too? But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
The Akasha is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart,
That's creepy.
the route you would follow, your destination.
It predicted my every move.
The academia has been watching you longer than you think. However, the fact that you resigned is proof that their suspicions were well-founded.
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart.
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then
Whoa, you bounced back.
There is always an opportunity.
Oh, so that's how— If the academia is trying to— Yep, that's—
they'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going.
Wait, where's
I
the...
must go.
what are
There's
we
also
doing?
something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys!
Please, wait! I want to go too!
No.
I want to find Grandpa.
Everyone, I leave him in your hands.
Alright,
Let's—
fine.
Paimon feels like—
Alright, well, that'll be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!